Greetings, Internet. Welcome to Aaron Plays. This is my continuation of Combat Commander Scenario 5. Oh, what was its name again? Something Cold Front? Yeah, Cold Front. Myself playing as the Russians and James playing as the Germans. So you only get to see what I'm actually doing card-wise. You can see his discard pile. I don't know what he's got in his hand. So in the last episode, it ended with quite an effective bit of German defensive fire as I move forward over here. He done some defensive fire with these guys and then tried to take these guys out with a subsequent fire in his own phase, which didn't work. Phew. So moving on then into my Russian turn. And well, let's see what I've got in my hand. Okay, so I've got a fire, artillery quest, no use. Another fire, a move, a recover, another fire. Notice I've got two ambush cards. I'm trying to keep those back for when I really want to get close and personal with these guys. However, I do get most victory points for exiting units off the map. So, okay, what do I do in that situation? I play recover because I don't like these guys being broken. Because obviously, if they get hit again, they are off, and I don't want that. I play recover. So recover is played on the player. So I'm playing that on me rather than my units because it allows them to recover, hopefully, and then I can do something with them. So I'm playing that on me. I then highlight which unit I'm trying to recover, and this works on their morale. So the morale is 8. They get the buildings covered, which is 11. So they'll recover on 10 or less. If they get exactly the same number, they stay broken and be suppressed. And if I roll an actual double 6, they would just stay broken. So the worst result would be an 11. Roll the dice, I roll an 8, they're back up, keen, eager. And then the other unit also going to be, now I can, let's have a look. He's also in a building, so he'll be on an 11 as well. He rolls a 9, and so he's back up. That completes that order. And then I decide to move, okay, with these guys at the bottom in. So I activate this leader. We can activate those 2 units. Again, notice the green. I will zoom in on that particular area of the front. I've got the green border to show that those are the activated units. And now the stacking limit is 7 of these little mannequins on the counter. So 2 squads, which we've got 4 in, can't end stack, and it's stacking's at the end of each phase. So 2 of those squads can't stack together. You'd have to reduce. So now one of these squads, if they go into I think he's got one of these as a team. Okay, so you can see that weapon team has only got 2 men. So he could, or if I had a weapon team, you could stack in a hex effectively a squad, a weapon team, and a leader. Or you could have a squad and even 4 leaders if you were bad enough. So anyway, so they're moving through that hex, so that's okay. So they move from there into so the woods is 2, 4. He's only got 5 movements, so that's him done. The other guy moves into there 2, 4. He could have fired here. He decided not to, or he hasn't got a fire card. I don't know. So my leader here's gone 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Notice that now that I've finished, they go red. Okay. Next up, I actually decide to do a fire. I'm firing from these guys. So I'm activating the leader. So he's got a fire value of, so within range. He adds his command value to that weapon group. So their actual range is now 5 for this shot. Okay. I'm saying that team, you know, it's highlighted, and that one combined are firing on those guys there. So the lead unit will be the one that's under here. So that will be a fire value of 6. It will add the leader's value, 7, 8. I can't add him because he's only got a range of 1 himself. So it's 8, and then 1 for each additional unit. It would be a 9. £5 9. Roll the dice, and it's of course a crummy roll. It's a 4. 9 plus 4, 13, not good enough. So you still got to do a defense roll. His defense is, if you look at the units, his morale is 7. He's got 4 cover. I'm just about to point at the screen. He's got 4 cover for the trench, so that's 7 plus 4 is 11. He's only got to get 13, and he rolls an 8, so he's more than happy. Then I decided, should I fire this guy? He rolled it, he's 19. He's telling me he's got his 19. So I thought, fire this guy, and you know what? I thought, nah, it's not a point. Because the other thing is I don't want to rush the turns too much, because obviously time is ticking. That went from 5 to 6. Every time we draw a new a deck is completed, or roll double 6, that time will be marking on. So I don't want that to ramp up too quickly. So I've activated those to fire. I've already activated those to shoot. I complete that last order. Do I do anything else? No, I just draw 2 cards, finishing my turn. Okay. So what does he do? German turn, he just discards 2 cards. Draws 2 cards. Russian turn. Okay, so looking at my hand, artillery request, fire, route, fire, fire. No movement. Route, can't play those because I can only play those on him. And I've just seen how ineffective fire is, and I do want to keep those 2 cards because that's my 2 ambush cards. So yeah. Right, so what do we do now? Discard. Get rid of that 1 artillery request. Get rid of the other artillery request. And get rid of that other fire, keeping the 2 ambush cards. Drawing 3. He then discards a card. Drawing again. I play a move before I actually announce that it is the Russian turn. So, and I decide to bring these guys up. I don't want them loitering at the back, especially if this blaze moves into that, which could happen. And then I said, oh, Russian turn. Okay. So activate the lead. He's got a range of 2. Command 2. Again, I will zoom in that particular area. Okay. So we can activate all of those guys. He moves. I take over the objective. So that's 2 movement points to there. 1.5 because the snow is 3.5. Do I want to move any further? German place fire. Okay, he didn't play the stop card, so we didn't get the sound effects. I'm going to play the sound effects now. So that's joining in part of the way through the log. Okay, he activated all these guys. Okay, now I'm going to tell you why I moved these guys. Okay, it's because I've got another move card. He doesn't know that, of course. And I've got an advance card. So by moving these guys at the back, I was hoping to draw his fire, and it seems to have done it. I don't know if he's got another fire card, but when I play my next move card, which I can't remember if I did these or these, we will see as we progress a lot. I can't remember. I think I did these guys. He won't be able to fire these guys because they've already committed fire on this move action. So finally having 2 move cards in my hand, that is allowing me to like make it, oh, should I have fired all of them or not? But we shall see as we move on. So he's firing, he's activated this group to fire at this guy. All right, 11 minus 1. Why has he got the -1? Because he's firing through this bridge. Okay, it's a hindrance. He's got his 11 firepower, so that must be the heavy machine gun, which is 8. The squad adds 9. The leader 10, 11. He gets his command value of 2. That's his 11 -1 for the bridge. And he gets a die roll of 5 for a total of 60. 11, 10 plus 5, 15. Go back to school, Mr. Sibley. Okay, so my guy's got a morale of 8. Okay, I don't have any concealment, so, well, I can't conceal because I'm in the open. I roll a 6, which is 14, and that breaks him, so he gets flipped. To be honest, I'm not too bothered about this. They're there to absorb his fire. Though I am like, when we're playing the game, so next guy moves up 2, 4, that's fine. And then the guy at the back, did he fire that one? I can't remember if he did or not. Oh yes, he must have fired on them. 11 minus 1 is 10. Rolls the dice, got a total of 16. My score's got a morale of 13. How was that achieved? The score's got a value morale of 8. Good quality in these units are from Siberia. The wooden building that they're in, so I'll clear that just for, yeah, this is a wooden building, so it's 11. And then the leader himself, 12, 13. Okay, through a 7, which is enough for a pass. And I get an event. Okay, so I draw the event. And it tells me it's a breeze. I get really exciting events, don't I? Remove all smoke markers. All blazes spread in direction 6. Direction 6 is... oh, I thought there was a key. There it is. There we go. Direction 6 is that way it goes off, so it doesn't spread. So if it'd been in there a 2 and I'd been in that hex, I think that would have killed the unit. So yeah, good job of moving. My leaders takes a check and passes as well. I then moved the other guy forward here. And that completed that order. So hence now notice his units have gone red and my units have gone red. At which point I play my next move order. Okay, so I activated the northern group here. All right. So the aim is now to get close to these guys. Because remember, I do have an advance card and I have those 2 ambushes. I'm wanting to get up close and personal. Okay, so he can't fire these guys because they've been activated. This guy is woods in the way, can't do anything. This guy's just still sitting in the bag. I'm not sure what he's doing with this one. He hasn't, he's not had a movement card, or he's just keeping it there as shoot down here, possibly. Anyway, so 1.5. And the cross it to enter the stream hex is 3. So that's a total of 4.5 movement points out of their 5. So they can't move any further. You can't enter an enemy hex in a move card anyway. You can only enter an enemy hex with an advance card, which I've got for next round, if they survive. Because he's still got his to do next time. So 1.5. Oh, yes. I was hoping for this one to get here. But I forgot the hedge costs an extra movement point across, so it was actually 2.5. Ah, tail my intuition, because that'd be 5.5, and I ain't got 5.5 movement points. I've only got 5. Bad move, bad mistake. Anyway, this guy moves across it with the leader. He gives them 2 bonus. He adds his command to their move, so they've actually got 7. So again, for them to go from there to there was 2.5, 5.5. They haven't got enough to get. It's going to cost another 2. I'll take the 7.5, so they're in the stream. Next unit, that's 1.5, 4.5. He goes in there for 1.5, 4. And that's it. That's that move. So I'm quite happy with that. So with these guys moving forward first, drawing his fire, then these guys were able to move. And I'm keeping the advance card. Hopefully he hasn't got a fire card. If he has, I might take a few losses here. Hopefully these can get in there. I was hoping to have, as I say, this one here there as well, but okay. So let's have a look what happens. All right, so I completed the order, so it clears up. I draw the cards to fill back up my hand. German turn. And he has got a fire card. Darn it. Okay. So he activates all them to fire. Here we go. Right, so firing from this stack here onto my leader. That did surprise me. I thought he'd actually fire on them, but okay. Firing on my leader and their stack, which is fine. You're not compelled to fire adjacent. Unlike, again, ASL, you don't get double firepower if you're adjacent. You get your normal firepower. Though there are some cards which give you the hand grenades. So firing from there to there, it's a total fire value of 11. As you determine the 11, again, he's using the machine gun as the point unit, which is 8. He's got the squad that adds 1, which is 9, and the leader 10, 11. So he's saving this unit to fire at something else. So it's 11 firepower, and he thankfully The worst he could have rolled, double one. And he's jammed his weapon. So it's broken that heavy machine gun. I was at this point, like, wow, yay, great. Okay. So he breaks the weapon. It still counts. So he still has the die roll, still an attack of 13, which is still not bad. He breaks the machine gun. And I then test my units. All right. And I test the squad first. So they've got a morale of 8. Being in the stream lowers their morale by 1 to 7. But then I get my leader adding his 2, 8, 9. So they're on a 9. Roll of 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. It's the same, but I'm not moving, so I just become suppressed. The leader is on a morale of 7. He can't pat himself on the shoulder again, so he's 8 minus 1 for the string 7. Oh, another rubbish roll. Yeah, that sound comes up because of the jam, but nothing else jams because it's not on a fire attack. But my leader has broken. Okay. Well, they call it panics, I suppose. All right, he panics. He's not happy. Right. He's then firing on this guy with this. So he's fire 8. Oh, my morale's 8. Oh, that's right. Sorry, he played a spray fire card. That one there. So that allowed that machine gunner to fire on that and that. I forgot, yes, that he played the spray fire card. And their morale is 8. And they draw an 8 at 16, which is better than his attack, which is only 13. Yeah. Then he fires that onto... Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. Clear that back, sorry. He rolls an 11. Can't remember which unit he was attacking. 17. I played the advantage card at this point. I didn't like that 11. That was nasty. Okay. He then rolls a 3. He wasn't happy with that. I think he passes it straight back. Yeah. He then rolls 6. So the advantage card can be added, taken away, added and taken away, and swapped over multiple times until both players are, or at least I was happy with having a 6. Okay, so his total was 12. So that was this guy firing. I can't remember who he targeted. We should highlight that, but we'll see. Squad, yeah, I think he was firing on these guys again, trying to get rid of the leader and break that squad. My squad's morale 6. So let's go through that. It's got morale of 8, minus 1 for the suppression, because you notice I'm going to point at the blinking screen. Okay, yeah, the minus 1s on each of those results. That's what the suppression means, and they can't use a weapon. And my leader has no command because he's broken or panicked. So my squad's morale is 6. I'm trying to get over a 12. I roll a 5. So my squad breaks at that point. Well, they call it panics in this. My leader's got 98 morale. Woohoo! This time, sorry. 8. I roll a 10 and I get a sniper. Sniper over here. Okay. And that is an F2 that will fix his machine gun. Now, I think we missed it, but we could do backtrack. Notice the fix on the machine guns are 1 to 6. 7 to 8 would have cacked it completely. Sniper doesn't do anything. His total score is 6. Dice 6. Total 12. Oh, that was this group firing on this. We resolved that that was all okay. Firing on that. My guys rolled 10 and they rolled a 6. They're okay. I think at this point we notice draws a card. Russian turn. Okay, I play recover. We still haven't noticed it, but we did backtrack on this. Okay, so recover because I want to get these guys. Remember, I'm playing the recover, but on me, not on a particular unit. So that's when we notice the machine gun. Okay, so as soon as you play recover, you remove the suppressions on all your units. Okay, and then I tested my leader's morale. My leader's a 9, minus 1 is an 8. So I have to roll, if I roll exactly an 8, he will become suppressed. If I roll less than 8, roll a 3, he's back. And then he tries to recover the unit's morale. He's a morale of 9. Okay, again, looking at reason why. Morale of 8, -1 for the stream is 7, +2 for now the Conleb coming back, makes him a 9. So I need less than a 9, roll of 5, he's back as well. Then the guy at the back, highlighting him, he's on a morale of 8. Bang on an 8, he's not keen. I think we should have marked him as suppressed, but we didn't. I rolled a 9. Sorry, that was over. If there's a bang on an 8, it would have been, yeah. So that was, then I played the advance card, which is this guy wanting to get in here to do some fisties. But I played it on all of them. Everyone's within his command range of 2. He moves forward, he moves into the hex, he moves forward, he moves forward, he moves forward, and then the leader. I thought, right, okay. Now I'm highlighting that hex. We now have a melee. So in the melee, you look at the attack value. So he's got a 5, 6, 7, and the leader's combat value 8, 9. I've got a 7, so I'm at a disadvantage. But I know I've got 2 ambush cards here, so that will cause a unit, one of his units, to break and possibly be eliminated. I don't know how many ambush cards he's got, but the defender must play ambush cards first. So he plays close combat. So Serbia, I think he declared he had no ambush cards. So I played the first ambush card, then the second ambush card. So both of them are sitting here. He now has a tough decision to make. Okay, and he decides to break von Carstein with the first ambush card and break the rifle squad. I think he then reverses that decision and then decides to remove the leader, because with the rifle squad, his combat value would have been low. So let's just show you what that would have been caused him. Go back on that. So his combat value, if he'd broken in, it would have been 2 plus von Carstein's 1 is 3 against my 6 with the box value of 7. 7 against 3. So he decided that the leader bit the bullet and is eliminated. So therefore it's now 7 versus 5. A leader eliminated by ambush. I gained, should be 3. I then make my roll for the ambush combat. So it's 7 plus 7 is 14. And then I check my ambush, cower. Suppress any also units not currently within a friendly leader's command radius. All mine are within command radius, so I didn't have to suppress anything, but still not a beneficial event. Okay, so my total score for that combat is 14. He's on a 5, and he rolls a 7. Not good enough. It's only a 12. He's eliminated. So is the machine gun, and my guys are successful. I gained an additional 2 points for taking out the squad as well. So at this point, I bring up this. This is something I wasn't keeping track of too well. His surrender value. So if ever he has enough units that goes into that box, he loses the game. My surrender value is quite high, 12. His is only 5. So yeah, that's on 2. And at that point, okay, that ended that order. I then drew cards. Okay, getting me back up to the full 5, at full 6. Now, what did he do at that point? He fired. He activated everybody to fire. Okay, so firing that hex there to that. So he would have a fire value of 5 for the squad, 1 for the machine guns at 6. Labels, draws a 9, so it's a good roll, 15. Okay, my defense is 8. Plus I'm now hiding his trench. His 4 is 12. And rolled 3, 15. So I become suppressed because it's exactly the same as his result. They're firing. So again, that's going to be a fire value of 6. Firing on my leader. Okay. Why is it 8? Oh, because he plays. Got to watch what he's doing. He's playing hand grenades, gives him an extra 2, so he's on a 5 value of 8. He rolls a 6, that's 14. Okay, I've got a test for my units. My squad's morale's 10. He's got an 8, plus 2 for the leaders, 9, 10. I forgot to add the cover of the brush. It should have been 11. Roll 7, irrelevant. It was good enough. Leader's on 9. Rolls a 9, good enough. That finishes him there. German's completed the order. German draws a card. Russian turn. At which point, I think I will pause at that point, ending this video. Been going on for a long time, as it is, 20 minutes or so. So we'll continue in the next video as we push through. So anyway, I hope you've been enjoying it. Do all the usual YouTube malarkey, and see you on the flip side. Bye, internet. Yeah, I take time to get to do the stuff.